Welcome to Beyond the Back 40. My sweet goodness, that smell is revolting. It's quite warm. So this right here is obsidian. I can't believe I'm inside an old volcano. How freaking cool is that? Currently, I'm on the California-Nevada border, making my way down to Mono Lake, which is 2.5 times saltier than the ocean. But would you look at this view? But we got miles to make, so we're gonna get back on the road. I just had to stop and take a look at it. Like, it's incredible. There's Old Faithful. It's a beautiful 30 degrees Celsius. Not too hot, not too cold. And the puppies are waiting in the truck, so let's go. So I'm stopped here at Mono Lake Lookout and just look at that view. Plus I just finished chit-chatting with this really cool family. But it's 29 degrees out, so the puppies are in the truck, which we're gonna start right now. The Blue Star Memorial Highway. Mono Basin recreational opportunities. Mono Diggins. About 1 mile northeast of here lies Mono Diggins, the first extensive placer mining experiment east of the Sierra. But time to get on the road. We got miles to make. Yeah. So apparently there's another boardwalk just a couple miles down the road. I got everybody all settled again. So we're gonna go check that one out. Now, this is cool. All right, now we're getting somewhere. All right. I got the generator on for the puppies. Because it is 33 degrees out. I'm gonna go for a walk. But at least they got the air conditioning running for them. So apparently in 1941, according to the sign, they started diverting all the streams away from Mono Lake, and it dropped 45 vertical feet. But in 1994, after much rallying from the people and organizing, the state forced the water management companies to stop diverting water and bring it back up to a healthy level again. So it's just a good story about what you can do if you organize and what you can accomplish. Ooh, it's very mucky. Oh, and look, they were talking about all the fly larvae. Look at that. That's crazy. What a healthy ecosystem, and the birds are feeding off of them. The lake is just black. You think it's mud, but it's all bugs. Look at all the birds, though, getting all their nutrients from that. So the lake is just black as far as the eye can see, and it's all just larvae. But there's hundreds and hundreds of birds just out here eating all of them right now. So it must be that time where they're hatching, I assume. Which is still pretty cool, but I am not getting in that water. Nope. It's crystal clear though. But how cool is this place? I don't know if you can see, but look at all the birds feeding off the bugs. I'm really glad I visited and just took the time to see this place, but my sweet goodness, that smell is revolting. I think it's a mix of dead, rotting bugs and stale, stagnant dishwater and birds and bird poop. It's strong, but definitely worth seeing. So all of those flies I was seeing down there are alkali flies, and apparently the Kutsavi Indians the Kutsavi were gathered by the Kutsadika Indians, and they were dried and eaten because they were a huge source of protein. I can see why, because there's just millions and millions of them. So this is the David Gaines boardwalk, I believe is what it's called. The sign didn't say who he was, which is interesting. Maybe I didn't read far enough. But I really appreciate that at least half of a kilometer of this area is wheelchair accessible. It's important for everybody to be able to get out and enjoy this beautiful world. At least parts of it. But, whew, she's cooking out. I think it's 34 right now. I'm glad I went and put on SPF 50. All right, I know who David Gaines is, because it's right here. This boardwalk is dedicated to the memory of David Gaines. He loved this lake, and he founded the Mono Lake Committee, the people who saved this lake. So he's very important. What an amazing place. We're in the middle of the desert. You would think there's no life. But then you look around and you actually look close. There's just tons, especially right here. It's an important ecosystem. And it takes balance. If you guys want a good episode on the water issues in California, look up the Dollop episode of the Resnick's water monsters. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to wipe that foot off. You can just hear them buzzing. Here, let me put the microphone up to it. What a crazy, delicate ecosystem. Look at all the birds feeding off of it. What an absolutely crazy atmosphere of biology. And then right there is the Sierra Nevadas. Man. Well, I didn't get to go swimming in it. Well, I could have, but I was not about to wade through the muck and the billions and trillions of bugs. But it was so worth seeing. What a crazy ecosystem. That's the word I've been looking for all day. Ecosystem. Time to get the puppies. Go find a campsite for tonight. So we're on a little bit of a detour right now. A gentleman walking when I was out at the other spot on Mono Lake was telling me to go check out a different section because all those salt pyres, tufos, I think they're called. Anyway, he kind of gave me a general idea where they are. So we're going to go check those out. Make time. You got to just make time. So these little things are least chipmunks, I guess. I see them everywhere. We are currently here at the south at Tufa area, which are those spires. So in 1951, back before the water board started taking all the water, Mono Lake used to come right up to here. So Mono Lake lies on the western edge of the Great Basin. The basin drains over 500,000 square kilometers. And it never travels to the ocean, so that's why you get all the salt, because it has nowhere to go except for evaporate into the air. It's so crazy that Mono Lake is part of the Great Basin, which is 500,000 kilometers, I think it was, or 1/5 the United States. Anyway, it never drains into the ocean. So the only way the water escapes is through evaporation, and that leaves all the salt behind. Part of it is in Utah, and I visited that when I went to the Bonneville Salt Flats. If you ever get a chance, check it out. It's really cool. But it's just such a crazy, unique geographical landscape. And then right there is the Sierra Nevadas, pretty much capturing most of the moisture as it comes off the ocean. So right where we are now, Mono Lake was in 1959. 1951 was back at the parking lot. And what I learned at the gift shop when picking up this hat was that it's actually never come back up to the original levels. Obviously, as you can see by these signs, just, I guess, to where they've said that is an allowable limit. Anyway, just a pity. Petrified springs, how water makes rock. When calcium-rich springs flow up through the lake bottom, the calcium bonds to the carbonates in the lake water. Together they form calcium carbonate, a type of limestone. This solid material builds on itself, gradually forming a tufa tower. When the lake levels drops, the exposed tufa stops growing. And that's why that's permanently at that height. Tufa is maybe a rock, but it is fragile, so please help us preserve it. That's so crazy. How they just form underwater. You'd almost think it'd form above water, but... Ooh, it's very grippy. Wow. On the 28th of September, 1994, the California State Water Board set a target lake level of 6,392 feet, 25 feet below its 1941 level. They decreased diversions by LA's Department of Water. Still not up to here. And that's a target lake level, which is right here. So we're at the target lake level. It's nowhere near that. Ridiculous. These tufas are just incredible. It's incredible how see-through the water is. It's so clear. Water feels super soapy or slippery, but it's quite warm. This place is just incredible. It is amazing how geographically diverse the USA is. Like, just look at these. How amazing is that? I am so glad I took the time to come here and see this. Down to just the iPhone right now. GoPro is dead. It's like a forest of calcium limestone. Calcium carbonate, I think it was? Limestone? It's pretty freaking cool. Just incredible. Never seen anything like this. What's so incredible is just right over there is an old volcano that's now a crater. And just behind here is another one. And then you have the Sierra Nevadas just in behind that. What a crazy place. But time to head back to the camper. Got puppies waiting. Well, I may be down to just the iPhone, but we're doing a little side quest. We're at Panum crater. And as far as I know, it's an old volcano. But we're going to read the signs and find out. But the dogs are getting some exercise because the sun is finally hidden behind some clouds. Apparently on Google, there's lots of obsidian here. So Obsidian and I are going to go find some obsidian. Panum Crater. The Mono Craters of Mono Lake form the youngest mountain range of North America. Rhyolitic volcanic eruptions started 40,000 years ago. The most recent created Panum Crater only 650 years ago. Panum's eruptions produced lava with high concentrations of silica quartz, about 76%, making it viscous, thick, and glassy. Just look at those mountains. So this right here is obsidian. How cool is that? I can't believe I'm inside an old volcano. How freaking cool is that? And there's just little bits of obsidian everywhere. It's so cool to finally see it in person. I've never actually seen obsidian this close, like to be able to hold it. So it's pretty awesome. Come on. So there's like these little ground gopher things everywhere. And the dogs are obsessed with them. But we're going to hike up that trail to go see the plug. Look at the size of that piece of obsidian. See the way it just it flakes off and it creates the sharpest known point in the natural world. That's why they used it for spear tips. Anyway. Well, we made it up to the plug of the volcano. And look at that. Imagine when this was erupting 650 years ago. Look at that wall of obsidian right there. How cool is that? It's just unreal. Unreal to see in person. There's the outer rim of the volcano, goes all the way around in a circle. You guys having fun? Come on, Pebbles. This is incredible, actually. I think we're going to camp somewhere down in that valley tonight. I don't feel like going far. I'm already sapped with energy. It's just so incredible. Like, this is the main bowl where it all erupted. And then cooled slowly and formed all of this obsidian. It's just incredible to see all the different layers. Imagine when it was exploding. Holy hell. Look at that. It's like glass. Well, I think we got off the mountain, the volcano, just in time because I could hear thunder, and literally straight in front of me, a lightning went straight up and down. It was wild. Might actually get a pretty good show tonight. Gonna go try and find somewhere to camp that's on the water. Fingers crossed. So I ran into some other guys just down this road. All the other camping spots look crazy busy, but they pointed me in the direction of Owens River Road. So I'm gonna go check that out. And I think they might be heading there too. This is what it's all about. It's all about BLM camping is all about finding the hard to reach places. Well, we didn't make it to where I wanted on the iOverlander app, but it's not a bad little spot. But it's only 15 degrees out here, which is crazy. I think just because a cool front's moving in. So it's now currently raining. I'm going to get camp set up and then let dogs out and put on something more than a tank top and short shorts. And you can hear the thunder pounding in the distance. Only one can of food on the floor and my tack box. So overall, not bad. And the fridge even stayed running. Not bad. Okay, I'm gonna get cleaned up and get camp set up and get the Starlink up. The puppies are happy. They're inside. Puppies, are you happy you're inside while it's raining outside? Stay. Blue sky just over there. So we'll see how long this rain lasts. You can sure smell the sage, though. Pretty area. We are having tacos left over from the other night tonight. It is pouring rain outside. So I am going to get caught up on some editing. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Seriously, if you like what you're seeing, like, subscribe. It means the world to me. I love doing it. I love bringing you guys along for the ride. Be kind to one another, okay?
I don't know you, but I sure like your face. What do you say we just get out of this place? Drive up the coast like we're running away from the cops. Broke alarm at sundown. What's left to do that wasn't already done? In my head I just ignore the alarm. Shots ring out, you got my blood on your arm. Drop the cash, hide the stash until sundown. It's almost sundown.